Hey friends, it's Lisa. Welcome and thank you for watching another one of my videos. If you've seen some of my videos that I'm releasing around the same time, yes, I will be wearing the same black t-shirt. So I am making these videos like right after another. But today I am sharing my March and February 2018 candle and wax empties. And the reason why I'm doing them both together is because after February wrapped up, I got sick, nothing serious, but just like that sickness where I just didn't feel like being on camera for like 2 or 3 weeks because I was like, you know. So anyway, now that I've shared too much information, I just decided both for my candle and wax empties and my beauty care empties that I was just going to combine 2 months and then make one video for each category. So this is the candles and wax, and in no particular order, here we go. The first is this white mint latte from Bath & Body Works, and as you can see, I did not burn the entire thing, and there is major discoloration. When I first, this was supposed to be fresh peppermint, white chocolate, and whipped milk. When I first started burning this, it was amazing. It reminded me of like a peppermint patty or a shamrock shake from McDonald's, which I never got to actually buy this year. And it was great. And then right when it got to this point, as you can see, it had this discoloration and the most putrid, disgusting, most people describe it as like a kerosene smell, and I couldn't burn it anymore. And I had thought about possibly putting it in the melter, but I mean, it wasn't happening. And I think it extinguished itself a couple times too. The first half amazing, the second half obviously was trash. In the theme of Bath & Body Works candles, I also had burned, this was back in February, but this is a hot cocoa and cream. I do love the packaging on this one. I mean, it has this beautiful Eat Dessert First lid. And this was decadent milk chocolate, fresh steamed milk, and mini marshmallows. Basically like that amazing cup of hot chocolate or like chocolate frosting on a buttercream cake, just the scent. As you can see, I didn't burn it the entire way. But again, this burned beautifully about the first half, and then when it got halfway it started to get gross and disgusting. I let it burn a couple more times and then I couldn't even deal with it. I think I actually put it on the candle crock and it just smelled disgusting and burnt and chemically, and so it stopped. But I do have some positive Bath & Body Works news. I burned this carrot and nectarine. This was from that collection where they're obviously a little bit wider than these ones, as you can see, I guess, and a little bit not as tall. I don't know if they're making more collections in this way, but this was made with carrot seed and sweet orange essential oils. I hate carrots. I've made that clear in the video where I showed this, but this smelled like dirt, and I know that sounds really weird to be like, I like dirt smelling candles, but there's something in just like the earthiness and how fresh, and just like going outside in like the spring and you just smell like the grass and everything. That's what I personally got from this candle, and so I enjoyed it, and actually it burned very well. It burned all the way to the metal studs. I have no complaints. It burned clean. There's no wax residue on the sides, and believe it or not, it's weird, but the thing that I hate the most, carrots, burned really well. And then the other positive Bath & Body Works candle I have is this one wick. This is from, it was like they had like this one says inspire. The other ones had like other like inspirational words, and apparently supposedly as you burn the candle there was going to be a positive message revealed. This was a soy candle, so it burned very, as As you can see, there's a lot of residue on the side, and honestly, I can't even see the hidden message. I just see "Seek beauty everywhere" within, and then the rest of the words I can't see. But this was the Cactus Blossom candle, and it was cactus blossom petals, cactus flower petals, juicy mandarins, and creamy sandalwoods with essential oils. This was great. I liked this candle. I know Cactus Blossoms is not a new scent, but it's a scent that I hadn't personally burned myself, so it was new to me. And I actually enjoyed this one wick. This was the first mason jar candle from Bath & Body Works that I had ever personally burned. And I would recommend them. I thought they were great. And the crazy thing is that they retailed for $14.50 a piece, or you could buy 2 for $16 and use a coupon. So basically, I highly recommend buying 2 for $16. I finished this vanilla bourbon candle that I had started burning back in January 2018. I took a break and I burned it in March. As you can see, there's some wax left, but basically it's all the way down to the metal stud. I just thought this smelled like a really great candle. It reminded me very much of like what I perceive like going into like a nice woodsy, like wood paneled pub or whatever, without all the gross alcohol smell, but I really enjoyed this candle. I finished this Cherries on Snow 1 wick small tumbler. I don't know what it is about this wax consistency that they use in the tumblers, but it was like very weird. It's not the same as the paraffin, which I know. But this sometimes bordered, like sometimes this candle smelled really amazing in my opinion, and then other times it went like bathroom air freshener smell or like cherry cough syrup. It varied. Like sometimes I liked the scent of this candle, and then other times I found it so artificial and just over the top. But as you can see, I burned it all the way down to the metal studs. I like these small tumbler sizes. I like tumblers now in general over the jars. I feel like I can experience the scent just enough that I'm not like over it. Whereas the jars, it's like, do I have 150 hours of my life, which is the next couple weeks, to dedicate to this candle? You know, these are like much easier for me to digest and go through. A 2-wick tumbler that I absolutely loved. I bought this at the outlet a couple weeks ago, but it was this pink peony candle. As you can see, it got all the way down to here, which is, it was okay. So the wicks got very like spoolie and like spread out. They weren't single wicks. And when I burned it, it basically would be completely liquefied, and it was to that point where I was like, I think this might be dangerous to keep burning it. So I stopped it. I loved this scent. To me, it was very reminiscent of roses. I am not one of those individuals that can pick out the nuances of flowers. So to me, pink peony is the same as a rose scent. I know there's someone out there that would be like, no, that is so wrong. But I thoroughly enjoyed this candle. I don't know if they sell this one anymore, but like I said, I bought this at the outlet and I loved it. I finished okay, let me back up. The next thing I had was this Scarlet Rose Daylight from Kringle Candle. Basically, daylights are, this is the size of it, but it is a 1.25 ounce candle, and it's a great way with Kringle for you to experience their scents, because they do have a couple retail stores, but I believe they're in the Connecticut and Massachusetts area, and then for everyone else, it's like you might be able to buy them at a third-party seller or something like that. But their daylights are a great way to experience their candle scents without committing to buying a full candle. Plus, their candles are very pricey. But what I did on this is I put this in the freezer. Actually, I don't know if I had to put it in the freezer because it was so cold here. But I popped out the wick and I just put the whole wax circle into my candle warmer. My Yankee centerpiece, so it would melt, and it was a beautiful, delicate smell, and I just thought it was very like time appropriate for Valentine's Day, and I liked it. And then I have 2 wax melts that I finished. The first is Gimme Passion Flower from Scentsy, and the second is Pistachio Ice Cream. And I liked both of these. I thought they were great. People have different opinions on Scentsy. You either like them or you don't. I like them. I just, right now, I'm trying not to buy more just because I have a lot of stuff. But both of these scents were great. They threw very well, and I would highly recommend both of them if they were available still. So those are my candles and wax empties for not for the whole year, but for February and March of 2018. If you liked this video or learned anything, please think about giving it a thumbs up. And until next time, I hope you guys all stay well. Bye!